Agent Power Huddle is a daily jumpstart, giving you all the tools you need to create an amazing real estate career. Led by top experts in the field, you'll learn how to sell more houses in less time while creating the life you want. Welcome to the Agent Power Huddle.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? I would love it if you would turn your cameras on because that makes it a lot easier for me to know that I'm actually talking to people other than just a screen. But if you can't, for whatever reason, that's okay. I understand. Thank you, Patrina, for having your camera on. Today, I am going to talk to you all about how to supplement your business using referral-based lead services. We all know how expensive leads are. Pay by lead, either that or Zillow leads. It's just really expensive and really difficult to sustain, in my opinion. So oftentimes if business is slow, I refer to these referral-based lead services. And there's a bunch of them, but I'm going to talk about really the top 5 today that I have had major success with. Are any of you using any referral-based lead services right now in your business? No? Okay. Hi, Rosario. How are you? Thank you for having your camera on. Okay. So there are, as I said, a ton of referral-based lead services. And what I mean by referral-based is that they are no money out of pocket upfront. You do not have to pay for these leads until you close on the transaction, and it is a referral fee. They range from between 25% to 35%, depending on the platform. It seems like a lot, but if it's business that you wouldn't have had otherwise, then it's a no-brainer to me. So I'm going to start with the 2 most popular, and those are OpCity and Ojo. Have you all heard of either one of those, OpCity or Ojo? Yeah, okay. So we'll start with OpCity. OpCity are Realtor.com leads. These are the people that are inquiring on Realtor.com about seeing a property. Oftentimes they believe that they're being transferred to the listing agent, but that is not the case because Realtor.com wants to put them in touch with someone who can successfully represent them as a buyer. Realtor.com, OpCity and Ojo are both live, warm transfers to the consumer, which makes it really easy for us to sort of convert. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you OpCity and the dashboard that you will get. Okay, can you all see that? Okay, so this is my OpCity dashboard. You can see it's the Realtor.com here. What they ask is that you are diligent about updating these leads. You have to update them every week. If you don't, they will not only stop your incoming leads, but they will absolutely wipe out your dashboard. And that happened to me one time. I couldn't update my leads for maybe 3 or 4 weeks. When I finally went in there to do it, my entire dashboard was empty. I had no more leads. So one thing to take from this more than anything is make sure you update your leads. And that's with any of these that I'm going to show you, but especially with OpCity. The other thing you need to know about OpCity is that it's only available to you if your brokerage is affiliated with OpCity. So if you're with EXP, there's no need to worry because EXP is affiliated with OpCity. But if you're not with EXP, just check with your broker and see if they have an OpCity account. And if they don't, you can get one set up fairly easily, but that would be up to your broker to do. So when a lead comes in, you're going to get all of this information from them and you're going to get whether or not they're buying or selling. Most of these leads are going to be buyer leads. I'm going to be honest, but there have been a few seller leads and there are very oftentimes buyers who are also selling. So you get all of this information. And like I said, you get transferred warm to the client. So they ask that you try to make an appointment, of course, on that phone call, but it doesn't always happen like that. So after you've worked with a lead a few times, or after, say, maybe a couple conversations, if they're not serious, then you have the option to go ahead and hold them. You can just put them on hold for a little while, and then OpCity will automatically reach out to them after the amount of time that you've designated to hold them for. You can also release them if you don't like, maybe, I don't want to say don't like them, but if you don't feel like it's going to be a good fit, or maybe they're not qualified, you can go ahead and just release them and ask OpCity not to put you back in touch with them. So you have really a lot of say over what you do with these leads. Also, they will expire after a certain amount of time. If you don't do anything with them, they'll automatically go on hold. So OpCity, this is a 35% referral fee to OpCity upon closing. The other thing to note about OpCity is that, and this is the same for Ojo too, but they will start off, your leads won't be that great at first, but my advice is just take what you can get at first. Once you close a deal with OpCity, you're going to start to get better and better leads. The time frame that you have to answer these leads in the beginning is going to be very short. You're going to get a buzz on your phone and it will say accept or deny. And in the beginning, it's going to be really difficult. So you've got to keep it open on your phone, keep the app open, and try to get it every time. Again, the more business you do with OpCity, then the more time you're going to have to answer them. So it's kind of, you got to prove yourself with OpCity. And that's the same for Ojo too. So I'm going to skip over now to Ojo. Ojo is the same exact thing as OpCity, except these are Movoto leads. Okay. They're just as good. In fact, some of them are, I feel, better because a lot of buyers I'm finding are using Movoto now. The good thing about Ojo is that you don't need to have broker affiliation. You can just go ahead and sign up for Ojo on your own. Both Ojo and OpCity, you're going to put in your settings. You can put, whether or not you do rentals, what your mile radius is that you'll do business. You can even put your price points in there. If you don't service under a certain price point, you can tell them that, not to send you leads. And you can also say whether or not you want just buyers or sellers. But my advice would be to take both, obviously, because it is more, these two platforms are mostly buyers. But I have had a couple sellers. So you'll see this one I have to update. Ojo is the same about updating. You need to update them every week and they will hound you until you do. So all you do with these is just say, okay, I can help. And then are they likely to buy? Yeah, I'd say 50-50. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. It's super easy to update. And they both have apps for your phone. Okay. So that is Ojo and OpCity. Ojo is also 35%. Okay. Anybody have any questions on those two, OpCity and Ojo? Can't see the chat, so tried Ojo, but yeah, see, that's the thing, Sam, is that you can put that you don't want mobile homes. That's one of the criteria. But yeah, in the beginning, it's almost like you have to just take a crappy one just to close something with them. And once you close something with them, you're going to be amazed at how much the quality of leads goes up. And also, like I said, the time allowed to grab them, because both Ojo and OpCity, it comes on your phone as a push notification and you have to grab it before somebody else does, pretty much.
Real quick for OpCity, do you need to upgrade your account on realtor.com or is that just with a standard account?
No, it's no account. You don't need an account on realtor.com.
Okay.
It's separate. Yeah, that's why OpCity is really, it's whether or not your brokerage has the affiliation with OpCity, because when you sign up for OpCity, you need to go through your broker and your broker has to sign an agreement with OpCity.
Okay, yeah. Perfect.
It's not about really your realtor.com account. Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions on that? Okay, I'm going to move on now to HomeLight. Has anyone heard of HomeLight?
I have.
Okay. Are you using HomeLight?
I actually signed up, but I never got anything from them. So, I mean, I don't know if I did something wrong or...
Well, no, I will say they're not as frequent as Ojo and OpCity because these are primarily sellers. Okay. So you can tell HomeLight whether or not you want only sellers or only buyers. For me, I have this set up for only sellers.
Okay.
So with HomeLight, here's the difference. it's not 95% of the time, it is not a live transfer. They try to do a live transfer, but very often it's one of those things where you say, okay, I want to connect with the client. You click the button and the phone will ring to the client. The client is not on the line. So you're calling them, and a lot of times they don't answer right away. You got to be quick with HomeLight. If the quicker you are, the more likely they are to answer the phone because they just got off the phone with the HomeLight person.
Okay.
So if you wait like an hour, it's going to be tough to get them on the phone, but you do get their information. So let me show you. This is the information that you get from HomeLight. So again, you do have to update it, every so often. It's not as, vigilant as every week, but you do have to update all of these. Now, the thing about HomeLight is that HomeLight puts the consumer in touch with different agents. It's not always going to be you in that area. So it might be that they put them in touch with 2 or 3 agents, and whoever gets them first is the one that gets to talk to them. So that's why you need to be quick. So you're competing with this one as well. Actually, well, I wouldn't say as well, because with OpCity and Realtor.com, you're not really competing because it's a warm transfer. You're competing if they've already been working with somebody, but this one, you're definitely competing. They do put the consumer in touch with more than one agent. So be quick. But these are typically really, really good leads, I will say. And these used to be 25% referral fee. Now it's 30 for the sell side. So 30% for these. Okay. The next one I'm going to show you is Agent Pronto. Has anyone heard of Agent Pronto? Okay, I just got this one. Agent Pronto is fantastic. This is one of my favorite ones, and I'll tell you why. Because with Agent Pronto, you're not competing. They send an email to the consumer and they say, we have done our research and we believe that so-and-so agent is the best agent for you in this area. We've done our homework and this person is a great fit, blah, 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 whatever it is. So they send that email to the client and they only give one agent name. Now, of course, with this one, you need to have a great profile because the consumer is going to go ahead and check your profile. And you also need to get in touch with them right away, as quickly as you can. Even though that they've gotten an email with your information on it, you do need to reach out to them as quick as you can. You can pick your areas here. Okay, and you can also pick buyer, seller, just like I did, like the other ones. Now, with Agent Pronto, these leads are coming from various different places. It's not like they're coming from one specific spot. These are people that are filling out online, sometimes they'll see like a what's my home worth, but not necessarily through Facebook. It's just, I can't remember, there's a name for it and I can't remember what it's called, but there's a BizRate, I think is one of them. That's what it's called. BizRate has a landing page that asks for home valuation. It's kind of independent landing pages like that. That's where they snag these leads from. Another one that's very similar to Agent Pronto that I don't have pulled up here is My Agent Finder. And that one I haven't used in a while, so I don't have a dashboard to show you, but that's another one you might want to write down and take a look at. It's exactly the same as Agent Pronto. Same dashboard, very similar. The great thing about Agent Pronto is that they've got a great forward-facing website for the consumer. I don't know if I can show you that, but if you go to agentpronto.com, here, let's see. There's a lot of information for them that you can use as video or just informational stuff that you can share with them. Here it is. This is the front-facing website. So this is where the landing page will direct them, and then they'll fill out this information, and then you will get the lead. Okay. So keep that in mind. I believe the Agent Pronto is also a 35% referral fee. Most of them are 35%. The lowest one was HomeLight, but it just went up. Okay. Any questions about that so far? No?
I did have a quick question about the Realtor and OpCity.
Yeah.
This is specific to EXP, but how do you get on that list for EXP? And I'm so sorry I came late, so I'm sorry if you said that, but
No, that's okay. No worries. So for Op City, all you just go talk to your broker.
okay.
And your broker will get the arrangement for you and get you the agreement that you need to sign. You both need to sign it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. With Ojo, you can do that yourself. Just go to ojo.com and fill out the application. It's not tough to get on it, but you do need to kind of fill out a little bit of an application, and then you can just do that on your own. With Agent Pronto and HomeLight, and the next one I'm going to show you, you do have to have somewhat of a transaction history, and I can't remember exactly how many sales you've had to have in the last year. I think it might be 12. I think, and it might have changed. So check that. But you do have to have a certain criteria in order to get signed up with them, with Agent Pronto and HomeLight. And this next one I'm going to show you, which is called UpNest.
Perfect.
Has anybody heard of UpNest? This is probably the best in terms of lead quality. UpNest is very similar to, if any of you have ever used Angie's List, or what's that other one where if you're requesting some work be done, right, and your job request goes out to, say, 4 or 5 contractors, and they all get back to you with their quote. God, what is the name of that website? Anyone know what I'm talking about? I think it's called Home something. But anyway, so that's what happens. The home seller comes on upnest.com because they have commercials for this. So people know this website, and it's also affiliated with realtor.com as well. They'll come on here and they'll say, okay, I want to sell my house at whatever address. And then UpNest will send them 4 or 5 agents profiles packets. In your packet, you need to have, so for me, let me show you what I have. Let's see, my proposals. Okay. So what you do when you get approved to come on to upnest.com, it's a lot of preparation work. You have to come in here and you have to explain your commission tier, your structure, okay? What services you provide, your minimum contract length, any special offers that you provide. You also want to do a video. I didn't have a video here for a while, and I've noticed that since I put a video here, my conversion rate is way better. So this is just a 5-minute quick introduction video. It's also my listing presentation video. You can put any kind of video here, but my advice would be, just an intro about yourself and what you do. And then you have to go and answer all of these questions here. Okay. It's time consuming, but totally worth it. And then also to keep them updated, as times change and the market changes, that's important too. They also say that it's better to record these answers so that the seller just gets a voicemail or a voice file instead of having to read. I haven't done that yet. So the jury's still out to see if that is more efficient. I do not know. So you really want to take your time and answer these questions in a way that, you can connect with your specific audience. You can also upload your seller's guide if you have one, or a marketing plan. Any information you have that's valuable to a seller, you would upload there. So when the seller submits their information, they're going to get all of this from me, but they're also going to get this exact same thing from 3 or 4 other agents. Now, what I did, and call it sneaky or whatever, but I went on as my boyfriend as a seller to see who the agents are in my area that I'm competing with. Highly recommend you do that, because now you can see their their proposals, their video, what they have to offer, and you can be competitive. Okay. Also with UpNest, you also have a profile that you need to fill out. As with all of these, you're going to have a profile, but UpNest is the most detailed. Let's see if I can get to my profile. Here, it'll show your transactions, and it will show your price range. And, you can even put another video here from your YouTube channel if you have one, more promotional materials, and just a nice bio. And then you can put links to reviews here. Okay. These leads, I'm going to tell you, they are not as common. I don't get as many leads from UpNest as I do from Opcity and Ojo. Those are going to be your most frequent leads. But when a lead comes in from UpNest that you have a 1 in 3 shot of getting this lead. Really, it's going to be about, your proposal, your video, and, just whether or not you connect with them. But I will say with UpNest, I do not call them right away because they're getting all of this information from me, and it will show you when they've read your proposal. So I usually wait a little bit and see if they've read my proposal. If they haven't, after maybe an hour, then I will reach out to them. But they are expecting you to call them. So it's not like, one of those leads that says, oh, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I never submit information. They are waiting for your call here on UpNest. Okay. So those are really, there's others, right, that are out there, but I find these to be the most converting, if you will. There's also, I'm going to show you this other one just because it's not a referral-based lead service, but it is pretty cheap in comparison to some of the other ones that you have to pay for. So I just want to kind of finish up with this one. Oh, figures. I probably don't even know my password. Hold on. Okay, never mind. These cost about $35 a lead. So there's no money up front, but when you get a lead, it's $35. If you don't like the lead or if it's not good information, you can get your money back. So check that one out too, verifiedrealestateleads.com. They're pretty common. I haven't had much luck with them, to be honest. Maybe I've closed one out of the last couple of years, but it's just something to check out. It might vary based on your location sometimes. And I find that a lot of people, some people have awesome luck with UpNest. Some people have awesome luck with HomeLight or, Ojo. I really feel like it kind of is based on your area and what your audience is and your price point, and all of that kind of factors into whether or not you're going to have luck. But my best advice is to just try them all. And especially with Opcity and Ojo, just be patient. Even if the leads suck at first, just take it and close it, because I promise you it will be worth it. I am getting now with Opcity and Ojo both, I'm getting over $1 million leads, right? With ample time to answer them. So you really just got to stick at it, be patient, and it will be worth it in the end. And of course, this is to supplement your already thriving business that you have with your database, right? So this is just something to get you through the slow times. So that's that. Anybody have any questions? No? Going once, going twice? All right. Well, if anybody has any questions, you can reach out to me. I also have a Facebook group that you're welcome to join. It's called Agents Helping Agents. It is thank you, Sam. It is a red and black cover photo of people shaking hands, just so you know it. Agents Helping Agents. We have a weekly mastermind, roundtable, open forum mastermind every Wednesday at 3:00 Eastern time. You're all welcome to join that. I look forward to seeing you there. And if nobody has any questions, then we'll call it a day. Okay. Bye, everybody. Nice meeting you.
If you'd like more information or to get connected to the Agent Power Huddle, join our free Facebook group. This call was designed for the agents in our EXP organization, but open to any agent from any brokerage. If you're a guest and you're interested in learning more about EXP or our specific resources within the Agent Collective, reach out to the person who invited you to this call to get more info. Produced by the Agent Collective Media Network.